thank you all for patronizing your communities here.
Against such noise.
Let me speak to him. Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Who calls me uncle?
Who else but your nephew?
Ah, Red, I might have known. Wasting your time caravanning with others as lazy as yourself.
Caravan, perhaps we're not wasting time. Come on, be kind.
Kind, sir? I pay my clerk 15 shillings a week. I doubt he's worth it, but I pay it. I pay it everywhere week, and I expect him to work every week.
But Uncle, it's Christmas.
Christmas, humbug!
Christmas a humbug. You don't mean that.
I do mean it. Out upon your Merry Christmas. What right have you to have a Merry Christmas? What right have you to be kind?
What right for you to be so miserable? What reason for you to be so morose? You're rich enough.
Ah, humbug!
Oh, don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be when I live in a world of fools such as this? What's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills without money? A time for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer. A time for balancing the books and finding every item in them dead against you. If I could work my will, every idiot that goes around with a Merry Christmas on his lips would be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly to his heart, he should.
Oh, Uncle.
Nephew, keep Christmas in your own way and let me keep it in mine.
Keep it? You don't keep it.
Then let me leave it alone then. Much good it may do you, much good has ever done you.
Oh, Uncle, really, there are a lot of things that I'm sure have done me good, as you call without me making a penny from them. Christmas among the rest. But for me, well, Christmas is different.
Different?
Yes, different. I always thought of Christmas as a good time.
A good time?
Yes, a good time. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, a lousy, good-for-nothing time. But I don't mean that. I mean a good time. A time when you feel good. To be pleasant and kind and forgiving and charitable. No, Uncle, you listen to me. It's the one time of the year when you open up your heart, and you notice the people. It doesn't matter what they're like. You realize that they're alive. They're flesh and blood. They love and hate, sing and laugh, and cry and suffer. Oh yes, Uncle, suffer. And just that one day a year, that's all. One day, that's all. We have a thought for them as well as ourselves. And that's what Christmas means to me. I may never put a penny in my pocket, but I believe that it has done me good and it will do me good. And I say to that, God bless it.
One more sound out of you, and you'll keep Christmas by losing your job. You're quite a powerful speaker, sir. I wonder you don't go into Parliament.
Oh, Uncle, don't be angry. Come, dine with us tomorrow. Spend Christmas Eve with me.
I'll see you in hell first.
Oh, but why? Why?
Why did you get married?
Why? Because I fell in love.
Because you fell in love. Good afternoon.
Oh, Uncle, you never had a reason to come and see me before I got married, so why give a reason now?
Good afternoon.
Oh, Uncle, I want nothing from you and I ask nothing of you. Why can't we be friends?
Good afternoon.
Uncle, I'm so, heaven knows I've tried. What else can I say? What else can I do?
You can move out of my way. And you can take your friends off somewhere where their singing won't disturb my work.
Very well, Uncle, very well. But let me remind you this. We have not had a quarrel that I've been the fault of. And I'm certainly not going to have a quarrel on Christmas Eve. But if you change your mind, you're welcomed anyway.
Good afternoon.
Not just a good afternoon, Uncle, but a Merry Christmas.
Good afternoon.
And a Happy New Year.
Good afternoon.
Merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us from our sin.
You're another of them. A clerk earning 15 shillings a week, thinking you're entitled to a Merry Christmas. I'll retire in Bedlam. Get out on your work.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Ratchet.
Yes, sir.
Coal is an expensive commodity. I work out to the penny what we need and when we need it. Get on with your work.
It is particularly cold today, sir.
Then get on with your work. There's nothing like work for getting a man's mind off of things like the weather.
Just one shovelful, please, sir.
No, Cratchit. We have used all the coal we need for today. Don't let me have to tell you again. Get on with your work.
Yes, sir.
Cratchit.
Yes, sir.
Come here, Cratchit.
Yes, sir.
3 times I have checked the petty cash totals for this week.
Yes, sir. I left the details on your desk, sir. It came to 6 shillings and 8 pence, sir.
It comes to 5 shillings and 8 pence, Cratchit. And tell you I've checked it 3 times.
Well, the coal and the candles...
There are no receipts for coal and candles, Cratchit. Furthermore, I did not authorize the expenditure of an additional shilling on coal and candles.
Well, there were none left, sir.
Of course there were none left. You waste them.
Certainly, there were no candles.
I am not interested in your candles, Cratchit. Use daylight. You light the candles too soon. Daylight is cheaper. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. I understand.
I'm glad you understand, Cratchit. I will deduct the shilling from your salary so that the accounts will in no way be inconvenienced.
Oh,
that will
sir,
be all,
please,
Cratchit.
please.
That will be all, Cratchit.
Yes, sir. Oh, sir, I have the book of debts.
Oh. This account should have been paid yesterday. Was it?
No, sir.
Continue, Cratchit.
Well, sir, the people came.
And
They-
when did they come?
While you were at the exchange, sir.
You asked them to wait.
Oh, they couldn't wait, sir.
So why didn't you take their money and give them a receipt? I've told you often enough.
Well, sir, I couldn't very well give them a receipt.
Why?
Because they hadn't got any money, sir, so I couldn't take it.
Well? Well?
Sir, they said they could pay you next week, sir. And I said, well, I said that I was sure that you'd understand, sir.
You said what? Well? I shall take out a summons at once, Cratchit. People do not pay their debts, then they must go to prison for it, and their goods must be confiscated.
Oh, sir, they will pay, I'm sure of it.
You're sure of that? And don't interrupt me. You think I would be where I am now if I had the same attitude as yours?
But, sir, they will pay. They just need a little more time.
And they shall get a little more time, Cratchit. In debt to its prison.
But, sir, it's Christmas.
Christmas? Humbug! What has Christmas got to do with it? Go on with your work, Cratchit, before you ruin me.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, is this Scrooge and Marley? Thank you. Excuse me, sir, have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley passed away 7 years ago. He died 7 years ago this very night.
Oh, well, we have no doubt then that his good generosities continued on by yourself, sir.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Scrooge, at this festive time of year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we make some slight provision for the poor. They suffer terribly at this time, you know.
Oh, indeed, indeed. Many lack the simplest of comforts for a Merry Christmas, let alone for happy times.
Are there no prisons?
There are plenty of prisons, sir.
And the union workhouses? Are they still in operation?
They are very busy, sir, though I wish I could say they were not.
And the treadmill and the poor are in full vigor then?
Both very busy, sir, yes.
Oh, I was afraid from what you first said that something had occurred to stop their useful work. I am very glad to hear it.
But sir, the treadmill or the poorhouse provide what you or I or anyone would consider Christmas cheer.
Precisely, Mr. Scrooge. So a few of us have gotten together to provide a fund for the poor, for means of warmth, and meat, and drink, to celebrate a Merry Christmas. What shall we put you down for, sir?
Nothing.
You mean to withhold your name, sir?
I wish to be left alone. You asked me what I wish, gentlemen, and that is my answer. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make others people merry, particularly idle people. I help to support both the prisons and the workhouses, and they cost quite enough. Idle people who are badly off must go to them.
But sir, many cannot go to them.
And many would rather die, kind sir.
Then let them die and decrease the surplus population. It is none of my business.
Sir, it is the business of all of us.
No, sir, not all. If you consider it your business, then you should attend to it. And let me attend to mine. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Time to go home, I suppose.
Well, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And you consider you've done an afternoon's work?
Well, there has been a bit of excitement today, sir, but then we expect that around Christmas, don't we, sir?
You expect it. I ignore it. At least I do my honest best not to let it interfere with my work.
Yes, sir.
And I suppose you want the whole day off for Christmas tomorrow.
Oh, if it's quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient. And it's not fair. If I were to withhold a half-crown from your wages for it, you'd think yourself ill-used, I'll be bound. Yet you don't think me ill-used for paying a day's wages for no work.
It's only once a year, sir.
Only once a year. A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. However, I suppose you must have it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Be here all the earlier next morning.
Yes, sir, I will, sir. Thank you, sir. And a Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Hell to put you Merry Christmas. Humbug, I say, humbug! Curse the fog. Curse the stupidity in the whole world. Merry Christmas. Out upon you, Merry Christmas. It's nothing but stealing. Calling it charity doesn't change it from what it is, stealing. Listen to them. Bells, the singing, the laughter. Pretense, that's what it is, nothing but pretense. Instead of getting down to work and solving their problems with honest labor, they pretend all is well and hide behind the laughter and the singing. Then they expect everyone else to do the same. Well, at least old Jacob Marley and I avoided any such nonsense. We lived frugally. We worked hard. No man owed us anything, and we owed nothing ourselves. Oh, Jacob. 7 years ago this very night, you were a good man of business, Jacob. Ah, but the business hasn't suffered from your going. Curse the fog and the darkness. Never mind. The house tucked away in the darkest alley is a good investment. The rooms are good to let for business. There's still enough room for living. I'll just have myself put a groom. This one lasted all the week. cold to get fully undressed on a night like this? No need anyway. With a good thick dressing gown? A dressing gown to last for years. Has lasted for years. You'll see my life out yet.
Much. Who are you? Ask me who I was.
You're mighty particular for a ghost. Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Yes. So you seem. Can you sit down?
I can.
Do it then. You look more exhausted than you were 7 years ago.
You don't believe in me.
No, I don't.
What proof can I offer you beyond that of your own senses?
I don't know.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because a little thing can affect them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheats. You may be a bit of undigested beef, or a blot of mustard, or a crumb of cheese, or a bit of underdone potato. There's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. You see this toothpick?
I do.
You're not looking at it.
But I see it all the same.
Well, I have been to swallow this to be tormented for all the rest of my days by a whole legion of ghosts. Humbug, I say, humbug! Why do you trouble me?
Do you believe in me or not?
Yes, I do, I must, but tell me, Jacob, why do you walk the earth, and why do you trouble me?
Listen, and I will tell you.
Yes, I will. Tell me, Jacob, tell me.
Listen! Be still and listen. It is required of every man that the spirit within him shall walk abroad among his fellow men and travel far and wide. And any spirit that does not do so during life is condemned to do so after death, is condemned to wander through this world, as I am now, Ebenezer Scrooge, as I have been these 7 years. As you have said, I am exhausted with restless wandering over 7 whole years.
But the change, Jacob, the change, why?
I forged them myself.
You?
They are a heavy and painful burden, and yet I made them myself during my own wretched life. The chains you are forging, Ebenezer, will be no less heavy. You are forging them for yourself, link by link.
No, Jacob, no. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I have none to give. Comfort comes from other spirits, Ebenezer, and is given to other kinds of men. My spirit never moved beyond our counting house, and weary journeys lie before me.
But you were always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business? Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, kindness were all my business. Making money was but a drop in the ocean of my great business. Why did I walk through crowds of fellow beings with my eyes turned down and never raise them to that blessed star which led the wise men to the poorest stable? Why? Why? Hear me! My time is nearly gone!
Yes, yes, I will. But don't be hard upon me, Jacob, please.
How it is that I appear before you in a shape that you can see, I may not tell. I have sat beside you many, many times, invisible.
No, Jacob, no!
Tonight, I am here to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate. A chance and hope of my making Ebenezer.
You were always a good friend to me, Dickie.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope you spoke of, Jacob?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to escape the path I tread. Expect the first tomorrow, when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I take them all at once, Jacob, and be done with it?
The second, upon the next night, at the same hour. The third, upon the next, when the last stroke of 12 has ceased to sound. Do not expect to see me again, but for your own sake, remember what has passed between us. Remember. 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 Remember.
Quarter past. Half past. Quarter to it. The hour itself and nothing else. Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold me?
I am.
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
Well, what business brings you here?
Well, your welfare.
Very nice of you, I'm sure. But don't you think an uninterrupted night's sleep might have done me even more good?
Come, Ebenezer, rise up and walk with me. Come.
But where will we be going?
To see the mysteries that you have forgotten.
Mysteries?
Mysteries from your past, Ebenezer. Your very own past. Are you afraid?
No, but
Let me touch you but once, and you will see that there is nothing to
Stay away
fear.
from me. No, don't touch me now, no!
But once. There. Now you see that I have nothing to fear.
No, no.
Come. Follow me.
Wait. I knew this place.
You remember?
I used to live boy. I could walk it blindfold.
Strange to have forgotten it for so many years, then. Go ahead, look above.
I
Look.
knew those people. I remember each and every face. I remember them from all those years ago. Don't go! Don't! Stay with me, stay!
Your lip. It is trembling. And what is that upon your cheek?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
You do understand. You can feel the past. You feel the past.
Quickly, Spirit. Take me where you will. I will follow.
Come. Remember?
It's a child.
What child?
It's me, Spirit. Alone. At school, waiting.
Were you often alone?
Nearly always, Spirit. I had no friends at school. My father hated me and I was seldom at home. I tried at school, I think I tried, but I had no friends to speak of. My real friends, my only friends were those in books. Ali Baba, Robinson Crusoe, Robin Hood, those were my friends.
Look. Remember?
I think I remember.
Your last day at school. Look. Your sister Fawn.
I've come to take you home.
Home?
Yes, home forever and ever.
But Father.
Oh, Father's agreed. You don't even know Father. He's so changed, so kind, so...
But why? What's happened?
Who knows what's happened? Just suddenly one night, as I was getting ready for bed, he spoke so gently to me that I thought, I'll ask now, just this once more, whether you could come home. And he said, yes, you should come home. He's arranged the carriage for me to fetch you. He's arranged that you never have to come back here. He's arranged that we shall all be together for Christmas and we shall have the merriest time in all the world.
Oh, Fan, how wonderful, how wonderful.
Hurry, the carriage is waiting.
Not so fast, little Fan, not so
We
fast.
mustn't waste a minute.
But I must fetch my books and...
Well, fetch them.
Now wait, I must stop being so excited. I can't even think properly. I'm going home and I have to come back here ever again. You did say that, didn't you? I didn't dream it.
Bring down Master Scrooge's box there and see it loaded onto the coach. Master Scrooge, I suppose we'll have to get used to calling you Mr. Scrooge from now on, eh? We're a man now, aren't we, boy?
Well, yes, sir.
I've seen many change from Master to Mr. in my time. Not an easy change to make, boy. It's a new life, new responsibilities, new endeavors. And this young lady, I take it, is your sister?
Yes, sir, my sister Fan.
I don't approve of young people drinking in the normal way, as you, boy, might well remember. However, this is a special occasion, and I give a toast to Christmas and to Mr. Scrooge. May you treat the world as it's treated you here.
To Mr. Scrooge.
Your sister was always very frail, but she did have a great heart.
Yes, she had. You're right, Spirit, she had.
She died while still a very young woman, I believe, with children.
One child. Only one.
True. Your nephew.
Yes, my nephew Fred.
Come, let us see yet another Christmas. Do you remember?
Remember? I apprenticed here.
You apprenticed here.
Yes.
When?
Dick and I.
Dick? You remember Dick?
Dick was my greatest friend. We did everything together. And we apprenticed for dear old Fezziwig, bless him.
Dear old Fezziwig. Look.
You're home, my boys. Ebenezer, Jack. You're home, my boys. Come work tonight. Christmas Eve, Ebenezer. Christmas Day. We've got 1 minute to be ready for the party. 1 minute before the guests arrive.
Yes, Mr. Fezziwig.
Oh, we must have a waltz.
How about Hark the Herald Angels Sing? Great one.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem.
Dear old Fezziwig.
A small matter to make such silly folks so happy.
Small?
Oh, is it not? He spent but a few pounds, 3 or 4 at most. Is that so much to do to deserve such praise?
It isn't that, Spirit. It isn't that. He had the power to make us happy or unhappy.
Us? Whom do you mean, us?
Well, everyone. But mainly Dick and I. We worked for him. We were his apprentices. He had the power to make our work light or heavy, or a pleasure or a dreadful burden. And he used that power. He used that power. He used it in 100 little ways. The way he spoke to us, or the way he looked at us, or the way he asked us to do things. And that's the kind of happiness he gave to us. And you can't buy that, even with a fortune. You can't. You could.
What is the matter?
Oh, nothing in particular.
Something, I think.
No, nothing. I just wish at this moment that I could have a word or two with my clerk, Bob Cratchit, that's all.
My time grows very short here. Quickly, we must see yet another Christmas.
No, not this way, Spirit. Spare me this.
You remember?
Yes, I remember.
You remember the place?
How could I ever forget? It was a moment considered a particular opportunity.
2 particular opportunities. This is what you might call the crossroads of your life. You had to make a choice.
Yes. I chose the best I could. I thought I was doing the right thing. My whole future depended on it.
Your whole future? And what of others? What of their future?
Their future was their own affair. It had nothing to do with me.
Look again and see.
No, Spirit, no.
Look, I say, Ebenezer, look!
Come on, old man. If we don't go now, we should miss all the daylight. And my feet are just tingling with the thought of skate. Ebenezer.
Oh, he's all wrapped up in another of his silly old books. Come on, Ebenezer.
We'll soon move that. Come, Ebenezer. For today, it's skating and then supper. Let's put the books to bed, shall we?
Dick, don't do that.
But the books are fed up with work, and it's Christmas.
Give them back.
Tomorrow morning.
I said give them back.
Oh, hoity-toity, and at Christmas, too.
Give them back, Dick.
Here, catch.
You give that back to me at once, please.
And you're a good boy and promise to forget all about them.
Dick, will you
Look
stop
out!
thinking about me? Give me that book.
I'm sorry, Ebenezer. I didn't realize you were serious.
Just leave it.
I'm sorry. But we arranged this party months ago.
Months ago, we arranged this party last Christmas.
All right, we arranged it a year ago. Things can change in a year. I'm sorry, but I can't come.
You what?
I said I can't come.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, my dear.
Happy anniversary? Don't you try to get around me now with happy anniversary. There's always something. Anniversaries, birthdays, Christmas, always something. It's nothing but humbug,
All
humbug,
right, then it's
humbug.
humbug, whatever that may mean. But just get one thing straight, Ebenezer. I'm through after this, you understand? I've tried, and I've tried, and I've tried. God alone knows I've tried. It's up to you now, do you understand?
Please yourself.
I said, do you understand?
Oh, do as you like, only leave me alone.
All right, then, I will leave you alone. Come on. Belle?
I'll come in a moment.
I'm sorry, Belle. We'll wait for you.
Ebenezer, dear, don't you feel that
That he's right. Is that what you're going to say, Belle? That Dick's right? If you think he's right, Belle, then you must do what you think's best. I won't interfere, only don't expect me to give up everything I work for the sake of some damn fool skating party that you know as I do will be as boring as the last one and won't do anything for any of us.
I wasn't going to say that.
If that's the kind of life you want, then you're welcome to it. Only better find someone else to give it to you, because I won't.
You don't really care about us at all, do you?
Oh, don't be petty.
You don't, do you? You did once, I know. 4 years ago, when we became engaged. But now it's gradually dwindled away until it hardly exists at all.
For heaven's sake, Belle, don't start all that.
The only thing you really care about now is making money. Money, money, money.
Business is a man's life. There's no place for women.
Exactly, and there's no place for women in such a life. Very well, Ebenezer, you have your world of business, and I hope you enjoy it. And I hope your money brings you all the comfort you need, right through to your old age.
Can't you begin to understand?
Yes, I understand.
understand completely. I understand that I'm in your way and that the only thing that will ever matter to you is making money. Well, there, take it. I'll never stand in the way of your ambition.
Humbug, parties and Christmas, and the whole wretched lot of it. Nothing but humbug.
That was the turning point, wasn't it? Nothing but humbug?
Take me away from this place.
No, you shall again see each Christmas that followed, Ebenezer, and the whole miserable growth of that damn world of humbug.
Please sign here, Mrs. Scrooge. The market is in your favor, Mrs. Scrooge. Buy now, Mrs. Scrooge. Buy as much as you can. Your signature will confirm the deal, Mrs. Scrooge. Buy now, Mrs. Scrooge. Mrs. Scrooge, don't worry about your future. It's quite secure with us. You're doing well, Mrs. Scrooge. Profits are up, Mrs. Scrooge. Up 75%. Profits are up again, sir. A penny or even than last. Sell now, Mrs. Scrooge. You'll double your profit. Just sign here, sir. Mr. Scrooge, my colleagues and I have been discussing your future. We've decided to ask you to join the board of directors.
You're a little late.
Late?
Yes, I'm setting up business on my own in partnership with Jacob Marley.
What?
If I were you and anticipate losing most of your business to us, I doubt you see the year through and through. Just a warning.
Would you like to make a small gift to this very special charity, sir?
No, we couldn't. Leave us alone. We're busy.
But, sir...
Good afternoon.
Sir, our organization looks after the sick and the needy.
Then you had better look after your organization.
With your help, I will, sir.
Do I ask you to look after mine?
No, sir.
Then don't ask me to look after yours.
Sir, the sick and the dying...
Good afternoon, sir.
Ed, take me away.
I told you, these things that you have seen happened in the past. That they are what they are has nothing to do with me.
I can't bear it anymore. Take me home, take me home.
I will take you home, Ebenezer, but learn from the things you have seen here tonight.
I will, Spirit. At least I will try.
Come, follow me.
better, Scrooge. I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me. Look upon me. You have never seen the like of me before.
I have never seen such a wondrous spread of Christmas cheer. Turkeys and geese and game and poultry and wreaths of sausages.
Ah, but look here to this side. Look at these.
Christmas puddings and mince pies and red hot chestnuts, red apples and juicy oranges and luscious pears and fruit of every kind.
And still that is not all. Look over there.
Christmas cakes and sweets and nuts and raisins.
And over here.
Seething bowls of punch and ginger wine and, oh, Spirit, I have never seen the likes of any of this before.
Have you not met any of my fellow spirits?
Fellow spirits?
I am the spirit of Christmas present. Last year was the turn of one of my fellow spirits, and the year before that of another, and the year before that another, and so on, back through time.
So you have had many fellow spirits.
More than 1,800.
A tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, take me where you will. Last night, I was compelled to look upon the shadows of the past. Tonight, if you have anything to teach me, let me profit by it.
Touch my robe. Touch my robe.
But where shall we be going?
Among your fellow human beings.
But where? In the streets?
In the streets, in people's homes.
Whose homes?
You shall see.
But I will see, but I'm afraid to be seen.
You shall not be seen as I am not seen. But as the spirit of Christmas present, I have only a short while to live and much work to do. You shall come with me and see that work. You shall see people in every walk of life.
People I know?
Some you will know, others you may not even have thought of.
How can you visit so many?
Because I am a spirit.
But will all of these people know of your visit even though they cannot see you?
Some know without the need to see me. Others would not know even if they did see. But I visit them all. Those who reject me, as well as those who welcome and accept me. Are you ready?
Yes, Spirit, I am ready.
Then touch my robe, and we shall be invisible.
You clumsy old bum for real.
Come on then, settle it now.
I shall be late if I do.
So shall I. Anyways, I am sorry.
No, you're not to blame. I'm hurrying too much. Here, let me help.
Cool, you've got some good grub there. Where are you taking it then?
Up to the big house.
Are you? I've just been up there. Gave me a tanner, they did.
They did? I better hurry.
See if escaping?
Yes, I'm going as soon as the shop's closed.
Anyways, I am sorry to bang into you.
Me too.
Spirit, does your torch always work such wonders?
Not always. Look. You see, it is rejected by some. We shall see Christmas in the home of your clerk.
No, Spirit, I'd rather not see that.
If you have anything to teach me, let me profit by it. They were your own words. The Cratchits have much need of the light from my torch.
Then show me, show me.
Belinda, keep an eye on the pudding, dear. It's a beautiful pudding, Mother. Simply beautiful.
Well, it won't be if we don't keep an eye on it. I'll lay the table, Mother. Oh, would you, dear? Thank you. Oh, but could you get the punch ready as well? Father sure to want us to have a toast before dinner. He's done it himself. All right, then. What's Peter doing?
I'm doing the potatoes. Look at them, Mother. It's the best I've ever done. And they taste delicious.
Yes, and you taste much more of them and there won't be any left.
I only had a little. Ooh, what's the matter with you? Just smell that goose. There never was such a goose.
Listen, here's your father back from church with Tiny Tim.
Quickly, Mother. Hi. Yes, do. Quickly.
You better hurry or he'll catch you.
Oh, look the other way or something.
Hello, all of you. I hope we're in time. Why, what's the matter? Where's our Martha?
She's not coming.
Not coming?
No, they've kept her at work.
Kept her at work? Not coming on Christmas Day?
There she is!
Oh, Father, I couldn't keep it up. I simply couldn't.
You spoiled it.
You really had me worried.
It's a shame to tease him on Christmas Day.
I want to show Tiny Tim the pudding. Please. And the goose? Everything. I want to see all of it. Go on, then.
I'll see they don't cheat at all.
Oh my, that smells good.
I hope it is, Robert. And I hope there's enough.
Of course there'll be enough. You always worry about that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
I know. I never cease to marvel how you make a few shillings go so far.
How did little Tim behave at church? Was he good?
Good as gold. Even better. But,
Tell me.
well, he comes out with the strangest ideas. He really is a funny lad.
What did he say?
I suppose it's because he sits on his own so much. He gets kind of thoughtful. And then he says the oddest things you've ever heard.
He's doing all right, isn't he?
Oh, I think he's getting stronger, my dear. I think so.
Robert.
Well, anyway. He said he hoped the people in the church saw him because he was a cripple.
What?
That's what he said. He said it might be pleasant for them to remember on Christmas Day who it was that made blind men see and lame beggars walk. Just like that. Just as simple as that.
It's a delicious pudding, Mother. And a great big goose. And, oh, it's all so wonderful. If we don't eat soon, Peter will have finished all the potatoes. Shan't.
Is the goose done, Martha? Beautifully done, just ready to eat. Then, Robert?
Yes, but let's have a toast first.
Can I sit to my favorite corner for the toast?
Of course you can.
Right, and one for Martha. There's one for you, my dear. Tiny Tim has his, one for me. There now. Has everyone got some punch?
Yes.
Then a Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us.
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
Here, tell me, will Tiny Tim live?
I see an empty seat in the chimney corner. I see a crutch without an owner. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No, kind spirit, no!
If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, no other spirit of Christmas will find him here. But what of that? If he's likely to die, then let him do it and decrease the surplus population.
No, spirit, don't!
Again, your words. Man, do not use such words until you have discovered what the surplus is and where it is. Will you decide what men shall live, what men shall die? It may well be that in the sight of heaven, you are far more worthless. You are less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child. What then? What then? Listen.
Mr. Scrooge, I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of our feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon.
My dear, please, the children, it's Christmas.
Yes, and it needs be Christmas for one to drink the health of such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do, poor man.
Please, please, my dear, it's Christmas Day.
I'll drink his health for your sake and for the sake of Christmas, but not for his. Long life to him, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be merry and happy, I've no doubt. Mr. Scrooge.
Mr.
Scrooge.
There is not time for you to see others' lives in such detail. We must move swiftly.
Take me home, spirit.
You said you would gladly follow. Well,
I'll try, but away from these sorrows.
not home, but nearer home. The home of your nephew, Fred.
How about a dance? How about Soldier's Joy? Soldier's Joy. believe it. I went to my Uncle Scrooge today, and I told him to come to our party. And it's Christmas and all, and he says, Christmas, a humbug. He did. As I'm alive, I swear he did. He said Christmas was a humbug. And you know what? He believed it too.
The more the shame on him, Fred.
He's a comical fellow, and that's the truth.
Comical?
Yes, comical. He may not be all that pleasant, but he suffers more from it than we do. At any rate, I have nothing to say against him.
I wonder how rich he is.
Is he rich?
Well, Fred says he is.
He must be.
Well, what of it? His wealth is no use to him. He doesn't do any good with it. He doesn't make himself comfortable with it. And he certainly doesn't have the satisfaction of thinking he's ever going to benefit us with it.
I've no patience with him.
Oh, I have. I'm sorry for him. I couldn't be angry with him even if I tried. Well, who suffers from his nasty whims? Himself, and nobody else. Here he takes it into his head, into his head to dislike us. And he won't come and dine with us. What is the consequence, you ask? He doesn't lose much of a dinner.
Really, Fred? I think he loses a very good dinner.
So do I. A marvelous dinner.
Really? Well, I'm delighted to hear it. But frankly, I haven't had too much faith in these young cooks. What do you say, Topper?
If Topper's wise, he won't say anything. Do stop teasing and go on with your story.
Fred never does finish a story.
I doubt he gets the chance.
Well, listen, I was only going to say that the consequence of dear old Uncle Ebenezer refusing to make merry with us is that he loses some mighty pleasant moments that couldn't possibly do him any harm. And he loses some companions who could be more pleasanter than those in his own thoughts. Whether he is in his moldy old office or his dusty old house.
Oh, but you won't ask him again next year, will you?
Oh, yes, I will. I will ask him every year whether he likes it or not.
Why? When he always says no.
Oh, I pity him.
What a waste of pity.
Oh, come, my dear. He's bound to change in the end.
Never.
Oh, of course he will. If I walk into his office every Christmas Eve, always in a good temper, always saying, a Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge, how are you? He's bound to say... Oh, you may all laugh, but something good will come out of it. You'll see. Even if it puts him in mind to leave his clerk 50 pounds, that's something.
Oh, yes. Something we shan't live to see. At any rate, what a gloomy subject for Christmas. Just because he won't have any fun, there's no reason why we shouldn't. How about a carol?
Yes, a carol.
Yes.
Yes.
Deck the hall.
Deck the hall. Deck the hall. Deck the hall. All right? Ready? Deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. La 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. La 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 la. Sing a blazing Yule before us. La 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus. La 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 la. Follow me in merry measure. La 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 la. What a tale of Yuletide treasures. La 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 la. That's the way the old year passes. La 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 la. Hail to you, ye lads and lasses. La 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 la. Sing we joyous all together. La 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather. La 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 la. What should we do?
Let's play yes and no.
All right. Who asked the question?
Oh, you, Fred, please. Your mama said it. Please do, Fred.
All right. Give me half a minute to think of something. Okay, I'm ready now.
Is it an animal?
Yes.
Alive?
Yes.
Is it a nice animal?
No.
Oh, a nasty animal?
Yes.
What sort of nasty animal?
Yes. No. And yes. No. And yes.
You can't ask questions like that. He's got to answer yes and no.
Is it, is it a dog?
No.
Is it a savage animal?
Yes.
Oh, does it growl?
Yes.
Does it grunt?
Yes.
Is it a bear?
No.
Not a bear.
No.
A donkey?
No.
A buffalo?
No.
Buffalo?
Do they lead it through the streets?
No.
Is it a circus animal?
No.
Can you see this animal in London?
Yes.
Do people make a show of it?
No.
Is it in a menagerie?
No.
Do they take it to market?
No.
A circus animal?
We asked that already.
Oh, sorry.
No.
A donkey?
No.
A pig?
No.
A cat?
A
No.
goat?
A bull?
No.
A tiger?
No.
A rhinoceros?
No.
Can it talk?
Silly, it's an animal.
Well, some animals talk.
Yes.
It does talk?
Yes.
Wait, it growls and grunts and talks.
Yes. Yes.
I've got it.
You can't have.
I know what it is, Fred.
What is it?
It's your Uncle Scrooge.
You're right. Absolutely right.
You cheated, Fred.
I didn't cheat.
You did. I asked you if it was a bear, and you said no, and you should have said yes.
Listen, everyone. Whatever you may say about him, my dear old Uncle Scrooge has given us a great deal of merriment tonight, and it would be ungrateful for us not to pray for his health. God bless Mr. Scrooge.
God bless Mr. Scrooge.
You get this.
How about another dance? The gallop. A gallop. Cheers.
You're such a silly man.
Look there, the imprisoned. And there, the sick. And look at those pathetic slaves, too starved and hungry to work at all, but compelled by the whip. And the blind, look, over there. And the lonely, the miserably lonely. And the old and the forgotten.
Spirit, you've aged.
My time on this globe is very short. These people are now beyond even my help.
What will happen to them?
That will depend on the actions of mankind. I have done all I can.
When will your life end?
Tonight. Tonight at midnight. Ha! The time is drawing near.
Forgive me for asking about something that may be none of my business, but I thought I saw something moving by your robe. Was it a foot or a claw?
It might as well be a claw, for all the flesh there is upon it.
Are they yours?
They are man's, and they cling to me appealing from their fathers. This boy is ignorance. This girl is want. Beware them both. But most of all, beware this boy. For on his brow, I see that written, which is doom, unless the writing be erased.
The spirit, have they no homes?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
I am with the ghosts of Christmas yet to come. You are about to show me the shadows of things that have not yet happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that not so, Spirit? Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any specter I have seen, but I know that your purpose is to do me good, and I hope to be another man from what I was, so I will bear you company and do it with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me? Lead me. The night is waiting fast, and it's precious time to me, I know. Lead me, Spirit.
No. I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead.
Oh, when did he die?
Last night, I believe.
Why? What was the matter with him?
God knows.
I thought he'd never die.
God knows.
Well, what has he done with his money?
I haven't heard. Left it to his company, I imagine.
Well, it's likely to be a very cheap funeral. Upon my life, I can't think of anybody who'd go to it. Suppose we make up a party ourselves.
I don't mind, as long as lunch is provided. If I go, I must be fed.
Well, I never go to funerals, and I never eat lunch, but I'll offer to go if anyone else will. When I come to think of it, I'm not at all sure I wasn't the best friend he had. We used to stop and speak whenever we met. Well, I must be off. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Spirit, those men, who are they talking about? I know both of them. I saw them nearly every day at the exchange. We did business together. So, Spirit, tell me, who were they talking about? Lead me, Spirit, I will follow. But Spirit, not this way. The streets are foul and dirty. Every alley, every archway is a cesspit of filth and grime. And the people are no better than the place. No, Spirit, not this way. Spirit, why did we come to this place? I have never ventured to this part of the city before. Turn back. The place is filled with thieves and murderers and drunks. It is not safe to be on the streets. Please, Spirit, wait. Spirit, if your purpose is to fill me with dread and fear of the future, you have succeeded. Do you mean that this is what my own life will come to? That the day approaches when I will lose all I have and be reduced to living, existing in a place as terrible and horrible as this among people who have fallen as low as man can ever fall? Tell me, Spirit, tell me.
Mrs. Dilber! Well, Mrs. Dilber, fancy seeing you.
I might say the same about you.
Going to Joe's?
Where else?
Where else, indeed? There's not a better beadling shop in the city. Oh, Mrs. Dilber, don't tell me you've been to him, too.
And why not? He was dead, wasn't he?
Scarcely cold. Least he was when I was there. And by all signs, you've beat me to him.
Never mind the signs, dearie. He was dead, I tell you. Dead as a doornail. Joe! Joe! Come in the back ways. He'll be there all right.
Oh, he'll be there, expecting us too, I shouldn't wonder. Joe!
Oh, it's you, Mrs. Dilber. I wondered who'd be first.
Wait, Joe. Wait for me then.
And another of you, why, it's the Undertaker. You don't waste much time, do you?
Spirit, who are they? What do they mean to me? And what's in those bundles? Is it something they've stolen?
I've locked up the shop so we shan't be disturbed.
Don't you never sell nothing, Joe? Every time I come in here, it's the same piles of filthy old nails and bones. Piles of filthy old bones.
He hoards them.
I reckons you'll not be able to get out of the place one day.
What's it matter to you what I sells as long as I buys, eh, Mrs. Dilber?
That's what I was going to say. Here's my lot, Joe.
Trust the Undertaker to get us down to business.
And trust the charwoman to get there first.
And if I did?
The charwoman, the laundress, and the Undertaker. What is it, a conspiracy?
Chance, Joe, pure chance. Strike me if we hadn't all three met without meaning it.
Well, you couldn't have met at a better place. Ooh, me bones. You talk about the old bones in the shop. There's none yet as old as mine, I can tell you. What you got here? What you got, my darlings? Let's see it then.
Yeah, just what have you got, eh?
You can ask, Mrs. Dilber, and it's no good you looking at me like that. I'm entitled to get what I get.
Who said otherwise?
He always did, so why shouldn't I?
All right, I never said. All right, then.
All right, then don't stand there staring at me like I got something I'm not entitled to. And who'll be the wiser anyway? And who's going to miss them? A dead man? Is a dead man going to miss them? Hey?
No, I reckon he's not.
What you got?
Show him your lot.
Well, here's my lot, Joe. What's it worth?
Probably nothing.
A couple of seals. And a pencil case. What's this? A pair of sleeve buttons? And a brooch?
That's worth something, Joe.
No, it's not. It's hardly worth nothing.
Ah, but Joe.
$5 the lot.
$5.
Take it or leave it, it's all the same to me. I wouldn't give another 6 pence for that lot if you was to boil me alive. Who's next?
I'm next. Here, have a look at this lot, Joe. Look at what I've got. I got his towels.
There's not much in those.
I've got some old clothes, too.
I'll say they're old, I'll grant you that. Worn them all his life, I shouldn't wonder.
Yeah, Joe, but have a look at these spoons. Real silver they are. And these sugar tongs, too.
Real silver, yeah.
Don't go ruining yourself over that lot, Joe.
I always did ruin myself over the ladies. It's a weakness of mine. I always gives him too much.
Too much? Ha!
Joe.
5 and 9 pence.
What?
And not a penny more, and if you haggles with me, I'll knock half a crown of it.
I'd get double that anywhere else.
Well, then take it somewhere else.
Now look at my bundle, Joe.
5 and 9 pence. Ain't worth the journey getting there, let alone all the trouble I was put to.
All right, let's see it then. What's this?
Have a good look, Joe. You'll know.
What do you call this then?
Bed curtains.
Bed curtains?
Yeah.
You mean to say you took them down, rings and all, with him lying there?
And why not?
You were born to make your fortune.
And she'll do it too.
You expect me to resist the chance for the likes of him?
And is this his shirt?
Aye, and his finest one too. You won't find a hole in that anywhere.
That's not his shirt.
Oh, yes it is.
How come I didn't see it then?
Perhaps you weren't looking at him properly.
Look at him, you mean?
Aye, they'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
What do you call wasting of it?
They'd have buried him in it. Some fool put it on him already.
And you took it off?
Of course. Isn't calico good enough to be buried in? He couldn't have looked any uglier in calico than he did in this.
Make your fortune, you will.
What else could he have expected? He frightened everybody away when he was alive just so we could profit from him when he was dead.
Spirit, I begin to understand. You are showing me what has happened to some poor unhappy men as a warning to what might happen to me. Is that it, Spirit? This man, whoever he was, lived rather as I do now. And I could come to the same terrible end. Tell me that that is so, Spirit. Spirit, I will not lose from this lesson. But someone in this town must have felt something for this man's death. Show me such a person, show me!
Caroline, you shouldn't have waited up.
I had to know. Well, is it good or bad?
Bad.
And we are completely ruined.
Not yet. There's a faint hope.
But we owe him money. He'll demand every penny. He won't give us any more time to pay. You don't imagine that he'll relent, do you?
He's past relenting, Caroline. He's dead.
Thank God. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Remember when I went to see him last night? They told me he was ill. I thought it was just an excuse. Not only was he ill, but he was dying even then.
And who will they transfer our debt to now?
I don't know, Caroline. That's what I mean by a faint hope.
Well, whoever it is, they can't possibly be as mean and unkind as he was. No one could treat us as badly as that.
Oh, Spirit, please stop torturing me. Show me one person. Surely there must be one who felt tenderness about this man's death. Show me one moment of tenderness, or I shall be haunted by these sights forever. Oh, Spirit, I am thankful to be away from this place, and among the sights and streets that I know. Spirit, I know this house. Why? Why, Spirit?
He took a child and set him in the midst of them.
Mother? It's the sewing. The color hurts my eyes. I'll be all right in a moment. You're doing too much. No. There. They're all right again now. I think it's the candlelight that makes them weak. Don't mention anything to your father, will you? Are you sure you're all right? Yes, of course. I don't want your father to know. He has enough to worry him without my eyes.
Father ought to be home by now. It's near his time. Past it, but Father walks slower than he used to.
Bless him. I've known him walk so fast, even with Tiny Tim on his shoulder. But he was very light to carry, and his father loved him so much that it was never any trouble.
There's Father now.
Please. Did you go today, Robert?
Yes, my dear. I wish you could have gone. Would have done you well to see how green a place it is. But then, you go there often. I promised him we'd go there every Sunday. Oh, Tiny Tim, Tiny Tim. Oh, I must tell you. I saw Mr. Scrooge's nephew today.
Fred.
Such a kind gentleman. He stopped me in the street and said I seemed to be a little down. Not quite my usual self.
Did you tell him, Robert?
Yes, my dear, I told him. I told him. He really is a kind gentleman. The kindest gentleman you ever heard. He said, "I'm heartily sorry for it, Mr. Cratchit." And then he said, "And I'm heartily sorry for your good wife." By the by, how he knew that, I don't know.
Knew what, me dear?
That you were a good wife.
Everybody knows that, Father.
Yes. Yes, Peter, my boy, I'm sure they do.
Go on with you, both of you. What else did he say, Robert?
He said, "I'm heartily sorry for your good wife." Oh, yes, and then he gave me this, his card. And he said that that was where he lived and that I should call on him at any time.
That was kind of him.
He meant it, too. And yet, well, it really doesn't matter whether there's anything he can do for us. It was the way he said it. It really seemed as if he knew our Tiny Tim and really felt with us.
He's a good soul.
He is a good soul. You'd know it even more if you met with him and spoke with him. You know, I shan't be a bit surprised if he doesn't get Peter a better job.
Well, Peter, did you hear that?
That's wonderful. Before we know where we are, Peter will have a better job.
Oh, not for a long time yet.
Well, maybe not, but you will eventually, one of these days.
Maybe, Father.
Still, there's plenty of time for that. Plenty of time. Well, whenever or however we part from one another, I'm sure we'll none of us forget poor Tiny Tim, nor shall we forget this first of all partings among us. And I know, my dear, I know that as long as we remember how patient and kind he was, that we shan't none of us quarrel easily amongst ourselves. I'm so happy. I'm so very happy.
Yes. I feel the time is soon coming when we must part. Is that not so? I know it is so. I know it deep within. But Spirit, before we part, tell me, who's the man that died? The man I heard them talking about. The man whose clothes they stoned. The man who... I will follow, Spirit. But Spirit, this way lies the churchyard. No, why? Why here? Why the churchyard? Spirit, before I read the name that is written on that stone, you must answer me one question. The things I have seen, are they the shadows of things that will be? Or are they the shadows of things that only might be? Will you not answer me? The courses men follow will of certainty lead to a particular end. Unless those courses change. I understand that, Spirit. But I hope from what you have taught me, that if the courses are changed, the ends will change. Tell me this is so. Please tell me that I do not hope in vain. Please, Spirit. Ebenezer Scrooge! Ebenezer Scrooge! Ebenezer Scrooge! No, Spirit, no! Hear me, Spirit! I am not the man that I was. I shall not be that man again. Why do you show me these things if I am past all hope? Oh, good Spirit, help me, pity me. Tell me that the shadows may still be changed by changing the way I live. I will honor Christmas in my heart, and I will try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. Tell me, Spirit, please tell me there is yet hope. Tell me, Spirit, tell me, please tell me there's yet hope. Everything is still here. Here as it was. And I am here. I am here. The shadows of things that might have been may still be changed. They will be. I knew they will be. I'm as light as a feather. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. I'm as giddy as a drunken man. A Merry Christmas to everybody, and to Happy New Year to the whole of the world. That's where Jacob Marley came in. And there's where the ghost of Christmas present stood. It's all right. It's true. It's all happened. I don't know what day of the month it is. I don't know how long I've been among the spirits. I don't know anything. I'm like a baby. Never mind, I don't care. I'd rather be a baby. This is extraordinary. Why are they ringing out so gloriously now? Why? Why now? Why, it's beautiful. No mist, no fog. Just beautiful air. Clear and bright and cold and crisp. And the sunlight. And the beautiful blue sky. It's glorious, it's heavenly, it's wonderful. How heavenly. The bells are ringing and ringing. It's glorious, absolutely glorious. Hello. I say, what's today?
Today? Why, it's Christmas Day.
Christmas Day? I haven't missed it. The spirits have done it all in one night. Well, of course they could. Of course they have. They could do anything they like. Of course they can. Hey, say, my fine fellow.
Hello?
Do you know the poulterers at the next street by the corner but one?
I should hope I did.
An intelligent boy, a remarkable boy. Do you know if they sold the prize turkey that was hanging in the window? Not the little prize turkey, the big one.
What? The one as big as me?
Yes, that's the one.
It's hanged there now.
It is. Then go and buy it.
What?
No, I'm in earnest. Go and buy it. And tell them to bring it back here so I can give them the directions on where to take it. Come back in with the man and I'll give you a shilling. Come back in less than 5 minutes and I shall give you a crown.
Yes, sir.
I'll send it to Bob Cratchit and he shan't know who sent it. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Nobody ever played a joke as that would be to send it to Bob Cratchit.
Sir, I brought it myself.
Gracious boy, you can't possibly take that to Camden Town. You must have a cab. Here. Here's the money for the cab. Here's the directions of the street it is on. And here's the 5 shillings I promised you. Hurry now, my boy, and a Merry Christmas to you.
And a Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Yes, of course they can. They've done it all in one night, so I shan't miss Christmas. And I bless them for it. Wait a minute. What am I going to do now? I know. I'll go to Fred's. He's always asking me. I'll go and surprise him. Hello, gentlemen. How nice to see you. How do you do? I hope you were successful yesterday. It was very kind of you. A Merry Christmas to you, gentlemen.
Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, that's my name, and I fear it's not very pleasant to you. Could I ask your pardon? And would you have the goodness to come and see me for a donation tomorrow?
Lord bless me, Mr. Scrooge. Are you serious?
Yeah, well, of course I am. A lot of back payments will be included in it, I assure you. Will you do me that favor?
Mr. Scrooge, I don't know what to say.
Then don't say anything. Just come and see me. Will you please come and see me?
We shall.
Well, thank you. I thank you 50 times. Bless you both. And a Merry Christmas, gentlemen. And the happiest of New Year's.
And to you, Mr. Scrooge.
So I went to Uncle Scrooge's office today, and I asked him to come to a party, but he said, Chris, and he said no, and I said, Uncle, it's Christmas. And he said, Christmas was a humbug. He did. As I'm alive, I swear he did. He said Christmas was a humbug. And you know what? He believed it too.
The more the shame on him, Fred.
He's a comical fellow, and that's the truth.
Comical?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he may not be all that pleasant, but he suffers more from it than we do. At any rate, I have nothing to say against him.
I tell you, I've no patience with him.
Oh, I have. I'm sorry for him. I couldn't be angry with him even if I tried. Well, who suffers from his nasty whims? Himself, and nobody else. Here he takes it into his head to dislike us, and he won't come and dine with us. What is the consequence, you ask? He doesn't lose much of a dinner.
Oh, really, Fred? I think he loses a very good dinner.
So do I. A marvelous dinner.
Really? Well, I'm delighted to hear that.
I let myself in. I hope you don't mind.
Bless my soul, who is that?
It's me, your Uncle Scrooge. I've come to dinner if you have me. But Fred, will you help me tomorrow?
Of course, Uncle Scrooge, but how particular?
Well, I like to play a joke. A joke on Bob Cratchit. Will you... Bob Cratchit's late. I thought he might be. He still thinks I'm the same man I was before Christmas. I'll pretend I am. Look out, here he comes. And what do you mean by arriving at this time of day?
I'm sorry, sir. I am a little late.
You are. I think you are. Step this way, if you please, sir.
It's only once a year, sir.
Only once a year.
I'm very sorry, sir. It will never happen again. I was making rather merry yesterday.
Oh, so you were you? Well, I'll tell you what, my friend. I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing much longer. In fact, I'm not going to stand for it any longer. Therefore, I'm about to raise your salary, Bob. A Merry Christmas, Bob. A merrier Christmas than I have given you in ever a long time. And I'm going to raise your salary. I'm going to try to help you and your family. And we will sit down this very afternoon and discuss your affairs over a steaming bowl of Christmas punch. And look, Bob, look.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all, and even more. And to Tiny Tim, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as this good old city ever knew, or any other good old city, town, or borough in this good old world. Some people laughed at the change in him, but he let them laugh and took no notice, for he was wise enough to know that nothing ever happens on this globe for good without some people having a laugh at it. And ever afterwards, it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well as any man has ever kept it. Let that be said of us, and all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim exclaimed, God bless us, everyone.
Hit it.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish